Hello everyone, welcome back. This is RandoGEEK. We have a major update regarding the AT&T network. Link for this article will be provided down below for you in the description. It is coming from the T-Mobile report. So it looks like there has been reports of a massive AT&T outage that has disrupted service for iPhone users nationwide. So looks like up until 9:45 p.m. Eastern time, the issue was just mostly reported on the southeast side. But now we're getting reports that it's being reported all around the world. So nationwide, customers are reporting on social media and wherever else at Down Detector that the service is being disrupted. And it looks like it's for just iPhone users as of right now that we know. We might see some changes regarding this. We might notice that it's not just for iPhone users. Any additional updates outside of this video, outside of the story that we're going to talk about, I'll do my best to get an update for you to keep you in the loop. All right, so they're saying that if you've glanced at your iPhone today and noticed the dreaded SOS or a satellite icon in the top right corner, they're saying you're not alone. Of course, they're saying thousands of AT&T subscribers across the country are experiencing widespread network outages, with many unable to make calls, send texts, access data, etc. They're saying that the outage has sparked a surge of reports on platforms like Down Detector. It appears to be one of the most significant disruptions AT&T has faced in recent memory. So they're saying the cause internally, AT&T has confirmed that the root cause of the issues stem from a critical failure at one of their switching centers. They're saying this failure has resulted in a cascade of problems, including service delays, the inability to provision new SIM cards, and for many, a complete loss of network connectivity. The issue appears to primarily affect iPhones with both eSIM and physical SIM cards, they're saying, though some users with other devices on eSIM are also reporting issues. So there we go. We're getting reports now of non-iPhone users having issues as well. I'm sure that will expand and we'll get more reports regarding that. Like I said, as this develops, if it's that severe and it doesn't get fixed fast enough, there'll be updates and I'll get back to you and let you know, keep you in a loop. They're saying the sudden loss of service has left countless customers frustrated and disconnected, staring at their devices in confusion and concern. Over on Twitter, users are growing more and more frustrated, including with AT&T support, where users are saying everything, even automated bots are timing out due to the influx of issues. So that's crazy. You can't even get support. Never mind contact someone, a friend, a relative, a wife, a husband, whatever, a job, your boss, whatever. You can't even get help. They're saying through, certain contacts, point of contacts through AT&T as because of part of this disruption. So that's pretty crazy. That's actually pretty bad. When customers are able to get through, AT&T has acknowledged that the outage has acknowledged the outage, but offer little reassurance to its customers. Currently, there is no known workaround for the issue, they said, and the company has not provided an estimated time for resolution. Saying added to the frustration, most of AT&T senior technical support staff finished their shifts at 5 p.m., so leaving the issue unresolved as leadership awaits critical updates. As a result, customers attempting to contact support are met with automated messages advising them to hang up if their call concerns the outage. Those who choose to stay on the line face wait times exceeding an hour, and most likely, if it's after 5 p.m. and there's no one there, you'll just be on hold all night. They don't have any staff. Probably they couldn't figure out when this would be resolved, so they sent everybody home. They figured, what's the point of paying the OT, keeping people in an office when we have no idea if we'll even be able to fix it? Not really professional. They probably should have left some people sticking around to kind of take some calls and ease the burden a little bit. Sometimes customers just want to rant a little bit to someone and they'll get over it. So them not even allowing that, not offering that sincerity, that kind of customer support that high-paying customers expect from a brand like AT&T, just not a good look. And of course, this comes just in time when AT&T got fined $950,000 for failing to notify 911 call centers about a service outage that occurred back in 2023. So what luck AT&T is really having. And this whole year, 2024, not a great year for AT&T's network. Now, this is completely unreal, to be honest. I don't think we've ever seen AT&T's network face so many difficulties as we did so far this year. I can't even believe I'm talking about this. Like a couple of videos ago, I said, we were talking about data breaches, but I did mention the outages and all the drama that AT&T is being, put in the news about. Normally, we don't hear this much about them. It's normally T-Mobile that's always in trouble for something. But AT&T is starting to surpass. And that's what I said in that video. It was a couple of videos ago. And my God, here we are again talking about another problem with AT&T. A severe outage affecting many users. Looks like it's going beyond the iPhone users, mostly targeted to iPhone users. But it doesn't matter. How many people have iPhones? I'm sure 70% of the people that are watching this video or will watch this video have an iPhone either as a primary or a secondary device. And either way, you probably depend on that device one way or another, whether it's for your main number or a backup business line. And it doesn't really matter if it's an Android or an iPhone. The service, the network, the fact that this happened, mistakes, things happen. But when it's a reoccurrence and when they're not really extending that support to customers to kind of calm them down, give them that reassurance that it's being taken care of, it's just not a good look for a major brand like AT&T. You would expect this from an MVNO like Red Pocket or even US Mobile, because even though they're a pretty organized company, they're not that big. So if Darkstar did this, if you were using Darkstar and this happened and it was just Darkstar, it was just that company that made a mistake, you could overlook it. You'd say, whatever, they're a small company. I'm not really happy with them. Maybe I won't even use them, but it would be forgivable. It's harder to understand how a large brand such as AT&T, one of the most known wireless companies in the industry, one of the most reputable for when it comes to reliability as well. I think most of you would stand behind me when I say they are, at least the very least, supposed to be one of the most reputable brands when it comes to wireless reassurance. When you think of that reliability and that connectability, you think AT&T is one of those brands that you would trust. They may not be the fastest internet. You may not get the most speeds on the up and down. We don't care about that. We're talking about that reliability, the ability to make the call, ability to send a text, to not turn on your phone and see the SOS message, to not have your messages fail. And it's becoming like a reoccurrence. So that's why I'm stressing this. I hope that they can get past whatever's going on with their systems lately. I really hope that they can make a turnaround. Maybe it is really some, it's at that point where they need to restructure the company, the internal staff, move some people around, let some people go, whatever it is, because who's ever in charge of this, their IT department, even their customer service department, the ones who handle customer operations, the social media team as well, not good at reaching out to. There's so many things that are actually going wrong within this company now. If you really think about it, there needs to be some restructuring. We've seen this happen with Verizon about 2 years ago, and they've made some changes, and for the better. I think it's been cleaned up a bit. We are starting to see a little bit more of structure again with Verizon, and I think that's what we need to see with AT&T in order for them to, avoid these situations. This is, they're going to lose the customers that choose them because of reliability. We know that the plans aren't the most appetizing, right? They're much more bland than what you can get with T-Mobile or Verizon, yet just as expensive. The speeds are not really all that up to par when you break it down versus T-Mobile and Verizon. So what do we have left? We have two things. We have the name and the trusted reliability, right? So that brand name AT&T, that household name, many consumers jump at them because they think, well, they've been around forever. They know what they're doing. And then we have the trusted reliability. Most customers that use the service say they never really have a problem as far as making calls, sending texts. That AT&T is one of the top choices for that reliability. But they're starting to lose that reputation with every outage that's been reoccurring far too frequently, and for them not having an answer and not being able to resolve the problems in a quick and professional manner that satisfies the customers that use the service. If you are a doctor and you use your phone 24/7 almost to receive calls from patients, if you're on call and you can't get those texts or those calls, would you want that service? If this was something that happened far too many times, you could allow it occasionally. But when it's reoccurring, is what I'm saying, maybe they're going to start to think, well, maybe I should go to Verizon. Or maybe even give Magenta another chance. But most people in those types of professions don't trust T-Mobile as much. It's usually AT&T and Verizon or the go-to. But, T-Mobile's reliability reputation is starting to get better. So if they're almost on the same level as AT&T and they're a little cheaper, you're getting a little more perks, AT&T's got to be careful. Tread lightly is what I'm saying. So anyway, any more updates, like I said, I'll notify you, and hopefully we see a turnaround. Definitely, they need to sit down and rethink what's going on, because it hasn't been a good year for them. Too much going on, and not in a good way. As always, catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.